All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another video for Fear the Walking Dead, leading up to the Season 5 finale for Fear, Episode 16, The End of the Line. We've got some new preview pictures for this one that are sort of spoilery, but anyway, all negativity aside, the finale episode for Fear really does look good. Okay, and I will say these pictures, and we've only got 6 of them, and then we'll get into some of your guys' comments and Q&A questions after this one. And I promise for today's video, we'll keep the fear bitching at a minimum because from the preview video and from these pictures, the finale episode actually does look really good. And we do have Michael Satrazemis directing it. And he's one of the best directors for Walking Dead that there is in either series. I mean, I think there's pretty much no question. He's one of the best. At least for me, he's one of my absolute favorite that there is. So it does look really good. So we've got these 6 pictures. Spoiler warning if you don't want to know anything about the finale, but you know, from the responses I've been getting, most people, to be honest, don't even barely watch Fear anyway. they just kind of want to know what happens so they can kind of understand and then, you know, move right on, because some of it connects to The Walking Dead. So this one's pretty cool. So we've got what looks like, are they doing a possible wedding for John and June? You can see kind of everybody there. And again, this is sort of spoilery because some of these pictures sort of make it look like they have actually cleared out the gulch. So I'm not sure if they've somehow lured out all the zombies or if they've actually just killed them all. Whatever we see, you got a whole ton of zombies, you got a good director, and you've got most of the cast in the episode from the looks of things. So yeah, it should be a really good episode. We shouldn't have to worry too much about Virginia ruining this one, right? So we've got everybody kind of lined up, and they're all looking pretty happy. Charlie's got, what kind of musical instrument is that there? I can't quite see, but maybe some music. Maybe we'll hear some singing, stuff like that. And that's kind of fun, right, to see kind of a positive sort of thing for them. I mean, John and June are awesome, right? Both of them really, really great characters. Some of the best additions that they've added in with the new sort of Fear 2.0 starting from the 4th season. So I'm happy to see some happy moments for them, and I'm going to be happy to see them get together in this finale and do some kind of wedding or something like this. That looks really cool. On this side, we've got some more of our Fear characters. It looks like Dwight's still there, so it looks like if Dwight does go off on his own, maybe he comes back by the end of the episode. Then we've got Morgan, and we've got Wendell, and we've got Sarah, and everybody looking pretty happy. So that's good stuff to see. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing that scene. Here we have one of them painting the chapel. Is that what they're doing? And I don't know if that's supposed to be fire at the bottom or something like that. And then you've got kind of blue at the top. Well, more of the painting stuff, but luckily from the looks of things, we're going to be seeing some zombie killing too, so it won't all be painting. So that's you know, it's cool. And yeah, so we'll see what becomes of that. We've got Morgan and Grace on horseback, and then we've got John there as well too. And I don't know if they're going to try to lure away the dead, like, you know, do like a Rick kind of idea, minus the big rebar wound that he had, right, and kind of carry them away on horseback and then kind of do a big loop around to kind of get them out of there or something, because there is a ton. But you can see here in this picture that it does look like they've actually cleared it out, right? So you can see that they don't all look too bloody, so that's what I'm kind of thinking, is that they might be somehow luring them out or kind of getting them away so they don't have to absolutely kill them all. If they had killed them all, you'd think they'd all be basically just absolutely covered in blood. You do see some blood. Looks like Wes has got some blood on him there, maybe on his forearms and that, not sure. It could just be shadows, hard to say, but you know, it does look like there's some there. You know, they're going to kill some zombies, you're going to have to. There's a dead one there at the bottom right hand side. But you know, there's just so many, I gotta think that somehow they managed to kind of lure them away. And then here's one here of Strand, and he's got a whole bunch of zombies at the fence there, and they're kind of pushing back, and it's kind of looks like it's barely holding up. So we'll see about that. Will he be the one to kind of lure them away? How come he's not in the other pictures? Could we see this be Strand's last episode? I was thinking there would be one big character death by the end of the season. At first I thought it might be Alicia, and then of course afterwards they've set up sort of this new love interest for her with Wes possibly. So we're thinking at this point, okay, probably not. But Strand, you know, it maybe could be Strand. You know, he wasn't at Comic-Con either, I don't think. So he had another project he was working on, that kind of thing, and I think he is cast in Candyman. So I don't know, but either way, it does look like it should be a really good episode, and we kind of need one, man. We really need one for Fear. So let's hope that at the very least, this final episode turns out to be a good one, and we do see some good stuff with them clearing out and possibly finding a new home at the Gulch, similar to how in Season 3 of The Walking Dead, they cleared out the prison to kind of claim it as their own. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that. And I would say, try to check out the finale, even if for a lot of you guys, if you skip most of the episodes this half or whatever, the finale episode does look really good. We've got to give it that. So, at least give it a try. I mean, it's one episode, why not? And of course, The Walking Dead will be returning soon. And I think Premiere is going to have The Walking Dead Season 10 premiere a week early. So that's something where it's like, you could watch Fear, and then you could watch the premiere for Walking Dead right after if you have Premiere. I don't have Premiere, so I'm going to have to wait unless I can find it by some other means. And then maybe I'll do like a non-spoiler review and then post like the spoiler review the night of. But yeah, man. I am looking forward to this 16th episode of Fear, even though we've had some really weak ones throughout the half. Okay, so this one I want to give an update on, because this is a real thing now, and I wasn't sure if it was. Karen Phillips says, "Hey, Trev, did you know Fear the Walking Dead are talking about doing a musical episode?" So, yes, you did. If you... Maybe I should say that again. Trev, did you know Fear the Walking Dead are talking about doing a musical episode? Yes, really. So yesterday someone mentioned this, and I thought they were joking. Like, I thought they were seriously kidding. I did not think that... I thought they were just making it up. It's one of those things that's so crazy and so ridiculous that the whole concept of them doing a musical episode is just ridiculous. I found the interview, and... I read it through. I think part of it's with Karen David. I think did she play Grace? I think so. And then, of course, the two showrunners. And so they were even saying that they've talked about doing something like this, and that some of the cast wants to do a musical, but they would have to do it in some kind of like dream or hallucination sequence. So this is where we're at, guys. It sounds like they are seriously considering, maybe for season 6, or I don't know for when, doing a Fear the Walking Dead musical episode, and I would not be surprised if we actually do see that in season 6 or something like this. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'll try to keep positive with this one. I don't know how bad it could get, how worse it could get. Does a musical episode fit in with anything Walking Dead ever? No, it does not. I mean, that is absolutely... For them to even consider doing a musical episode is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what? Like, if this was Z Nation, you could easily do a musical episode, but because it's Walking Dead, that's not something you should do in any Walking Dead property. I mean, even if it's a dream sequence, or it's a hallucination sequence, or someone gets high on something, I don't care what it is, you should not be doing... this all goes without saying. But yes, I found it. This is a real thing. It's not a joke, as I thought it was at first. Well, it's funny, but it's not a joke. They are actually considering doing a musical episode. So who knows? Maybe next year that'll give you guys something to look forward to. You can look forward to seeing a Walking Dead musical episode in Fear the Walking Dead. Can you believe it? But the only question is, who's going to be the lead singer? Because I don't know if Morgan can sing. So maybe you get Ruben Blades will be your lead for that one. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I have to laugh, otherwise I'm going to cry. So, Trav, I asked you, what kind of show is this? Love your channel. I don't know what this is anymore, Karen. I don't know. I just think this is ridiculous. And the whole concept of the fact that they would even consider doing a musical episode of Fear the Walking Dead or Walking Dead anything, I would think would make... the dead comic Rick Grimes roll over in his grave, right? I would think so, right? Kirkman will have nightmares of what they've turned his property into, Or maybe he'll like it because maybe he can watch it. Does he have daughters? Does he have kids? Maybe he can watch it with his daughter or something, or kids if he's got. I think he's got kids. Jasmine Iqbal says, well, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about that. A Fear the Walking Dead musical. Yes, seriously, it's a thing. They're considering it. Jasmine Iqbal says, next will be the Christmas Fear episode that's done with ice figure skaters. Zombie ice figure skaters, right? See, this is the part where it's like, once you go this route, it's like, it just, man, this is why Z Nation got canceled. And I like Z Nation. It got canceled, man, because you can't, you got to take at least a little bit. I mean, it's just, wow. KillerHax says, can't wait for season 6. New story, new directors, and a higher budget. I don't know if that's true, Everybody's calling. This is what's happening right now online and Twitter and Facebook and accounts and this. And everyone's calling for new showrunners for Fear. Everybody. I mean, it's crazy. Everybody in social media, even when Talking Dead was asking for questions and stuff like this, there was comments calling for new showrunners right away, because I think they're going to be on Talking Dead after the final episode. So for anyone, I think it's filmed in advance, probably, so they can edit it to make sure that it doesn't include too much troll shit, right? That's why. I should have thought of that first. I just said that. I thought it all clicked for me, in the moment. It's like, didn't I realize, like, they always do Talking Dead live. Why would they do it live? It's so they can edit out the stuff people are gonna say to them. Oh, goodness me, man! They're gonna have to make sure. They're gonna have to do it in advance to make sure, because I would think if it was live, they would just get flame trolled like crazy. If they did it for real, where they were just they read like whatever. Those definitely are going to have to be checked and audited before they're sent through, or the person who's coming up to the microphone from the audience. Someone go there and throw tomatoes at them or something. I don't know. Undead tomatoes. Ones that have soured, they're dead zombie tomatoes. KillerHax says, yeah, so you can't wait. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see if they could do something. I don't know. Everyone's calling for it, but I seem to think that they're probably not going to do it. I really wonder why Dave Erickson left Fear. Maybe it's because when they told him they were going to do the crossover, he decided he didn't want to be a part of it, or something like that. I'm not sure. Or maybe they just let him go thinking they could do better, and it turns out they really couldn't. And even at first, even with the crossovers and stuff like that, they pumped it a little bit, and probably a pretty good budget for the first half of season 4. Ultimately, it just kind of went down even further than where it was at when he was running it. So it's a damn shame, but oh well, you can't go back, Bob, and it's what it is. Changing it again now, though, rebooting it after a reboot would be also difficult to do. So we'll see, man. We'll see if they make any change like that. I don't expect them to. So we might see a musical, yeah. Jojo 2 to N says, the bridge scene gave me Farewell Rick Grimes vibes. So that's true, right? So there was that. Again, like I said in my review, there's a lot of things in that episode that really should have worked well. And they had the budget for it. They had the people. They had all the cast and crew there in this episode. They had everything they needed to make it work. And it just didn't for me. But there's some good things about it. At least we got to see a bridge like that with it kind of collapsing. That kind of stuff is cool. I just wish the circumstances of the character death would have made more sense than its first, what did comicbook.com call it? The first Walking Dead selfie death, which is just like, this show is supposed to take place before selfies were even really a thing. I mean, I know Norman Reedus likes to take selfies with a whole bunch of audience and stuff, and you see this thing, but it's not supposed to even be there, like at that time frame. Cecille Gravelle says, next thing you know, the characters will be doing YouTube videos. So ridiculous, right? So people got mad at me for saying the word ridiculous so many times in a video. But what other word do you want me to use? I mean, ridiculous just fits everything we're seeing in Fear right now. That's what it is. It is ridiculous. Robert Jirgensen says, I stopped 5 episodes ago. Just checking for the reviews. Completely lost me this season. And Shelby Sweatt says, didn't they say there was going to be a big change? I hope they didn't mean that with this new helping group, I thought there was going to be some kind of big death. That's how I took it. Well, that's how I took it too. And I still think there might be. Someone likely would sacrifice themselves or die for them to get their new home ground. So someone probably will die in the finale, episode 16. Am I predicting it to be Strand? Well, I don't have any inside info, by the way, with this one, guys. It's not spoilers. It's just predictions. I'm like, well, he wasn't there at Comic-Con, and some people were looking pretty sad. So that could be, right? That could make sense. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. He's got other roles and stuff, so you never know. But for my predictions for the finale, that's what I would go with. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Babadook says, shit turned into Captain Planet. F this series. Maybe we'll do a video tomorrow. I thought about we'll just do like reading angry Fear the Walking Dead troll comments for 15 minutes. How about we do that? We'll do a video where we just go through angry comments and laugh at them for 15 minutes. We'll turn a negative into a positive and have fun with how bad Fear is. So Claudio Constantine says, we need the original showrunner. He had a vision as to where the show would go. Yeah, he did, man. That's true. And it's unfortunate, but they said he was working on some other kind of AMC project, and I haven't heard anything about that. So I'll have to look it up and find out what Dave Erickson's been up to the last couple of years, because he is insanely talented. He worked on Sons of Anarchy too, right? So he is insanely talented, and man, I'd like to see him work on something Walking Dead again, but maybe that will never happen. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. It's good stuff. And if you have any angry comments, you can feel free to leave them in the comments below. Maybe we'll use them tomorrow for that video. The concept of a Fear the Walking Dead musical, And also, the finale actually does, I got to give it to it, it actually does look really good. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see the finale. Just so much craziness with fear. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. So hopefully episode 16 will be good, and it looks like it probably will be. If you like this video, guys, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video bitching about how bad fear sucks. As always, this is Trev. Say peace.